Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We have released our brand new summer drop that includes some new and exciting designs, including our Arne Slot t-shirt, European Royalty t-shirt, Trophy Wall tee and others. We've also introduced jumpers to our store. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description or head into copyclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Well, it looks like Liverpool have agreed yet another deal amid a blizzard of agreements, guys. A lot of agreements going to be happening as we come to the end of the transfer window, both with incomings and with outgoings. We'll discuss our main talking points a little bit later on, but of course the Reds are close. We're close to being back as we go to Portman Road to take on Ipswich in the Premier League. Very much looking forward to that game, of course. Seeing Liverpool in competitive action, there's nothing quite like it, is there? However, guys, this season is yet to start, but VAR is already in the headlines ahead of the fresh changes in the Premier League. Hopes will be positive steps moving forward, but managers have blocked one proposal. Last season saw VAR come under scrutiny seemingly every weekend across multiple matches. It was introduced to help elevate the game, but instead has become the talking point. For the 2024-2025 improvements, or what we all hope will be changed for the better, with 6 key areas identified, the focus to improve fan experience and reduce delays. But a proposal to have VAR decisions announced live to the crowds in the stadiums by the referees has been rebuffed by the league's managers, who sense it would only prolong delays. As reported by The Telegraph, in a meeting with referee chief Howard Webb and the Premier League's chief football officer, managers aired concerns about decisions already taking too long. It's hard to disagree with them. We've all sat around for far too long waiting for decisions to be made. Never mind then having to wait to get the referee in position for an announcement. ESPN, however, has suggested there are still plans for a pilot scheme later in the season. If you wish to find an explanation for VAR decisions, the Premier League have launched an account on X, formerly Twitter, that will offer real-time updates and information. The account will provide live updates from Stockley Park, including information directly from the VAR hub, and it will provide clarification on refereeing and VAR. Replays will be shown at the stadium of all disallowed goals supported by VAR, and those scored are subject to a check, though Anfield will obviously not be one of them due to having no screens. It is at least one step forward, ensuring fans no key incidents have been checked, as there have been too many in the past that simply get overlooked without any explanation. Introducing semi-automated offside technology, which will come later this year, will also be a big step towards reducing delays and hopefully how much we talk about VAR. So there won't be any live stadium announcements due to the managers deciding not to. However, of course, there hopefully will be that things. I do think semi-automated offside will be a big step forward for us, and hopefully, as I said, with those VAR drawing lines and taking ages, it could help us quicken up decisions being made. Now, moving on to some transfer news, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see there in the title, Liverpool have agreed a deal, guys, and no, it's not speculation. Yes, after rejecting several bids for Bobby Clark, Liverpool have now agreed a deal to see the 19-year-old make a permanent transfer away from Anfield. Austrian side RB Salzburg, now managed by Pep Lijnders, have now been persistent in the desire to land Clark this summer. Liverpool previously rejected £6 million and £8.2 million bids, but they have now reached an agreement worth £10 million. Members of the Merseyside press, including the Times' Paul Joyce, add that a 17.5% sell-on clause was also been agreed, which would see Liverpool benefit from any potential future profit. It's also mooted that the Reds have first refusal on a transfer if that were to arise in the future. Two handy clauses to have for a talented young player. Clark will now travel to Austria to complete his medical, and the final details of the transfer just 3 years on from making his move to the club. Liverpool parted with £1.5 million for Clark in 2021 and thus have made a sizable return on their investment, but there will be an understandable amount of dejection over this deal. The teenager left a sizable impression after breaking into the first team last season, making 12 appearances and earning himself a League Cup winners medal. He found himself with plenty of fans, most notably with Linders and Vitor Matos, who will now work with him once again, who know his best interests in mind. Salzburg have started the season with 2 wins from 2 and are now just 2 playoff legs away from seeing a place in the Champions League, where they could come up against Liverpool. Clark featured 14 times for Liverpool, including 3 starts in 2023-2024, but a back injury ensured that he did not feature in pre-season under Arne Slot. He is only one of a number of youngsters who are set to seal a transfer this summer, with a loan and permanent transfer interest in the likes of Ben Doak, Katie Gordon, Sepp Vandenberg, James McConnell, Owen Beck, and Tyler Morton. So guys, there you go. A big deal there agreed with regards to Bobby Clark. Again, surprised that we are getting rid of some of these younger players, but it is what it is. Now on the incoming front, as we brought to you yesterday, troops, Liverpool's interest in goalkeeper Gorgi Mamardashvili has been well discussed in Spain, but now a reliable Merseyside reporter has stated the Reds have stepped up their interest in a deal. Mamardashvili caught the eye for Georgia at the Euros in the summer, building on the 23-year-old's performances with Valencia over the past 3 seasons. His name has been linked to the Reds throughout the last month and has been touted as Alisson's successor, which would be excellent squad planning for the club's hierarchy. Reports in Spain on Tuesday heated up over Liverpool's pursuit over the goalkeeper, and now the Times' Paul Joyce has reported that the club have stepped up their interest. He reiterated that Mamardashvili would not be an addition to the squad this season, instead potentially staying at Valencia for another season before moving or making a loan move elsewhere. It means he would not arrive until 2025 at the earliest, but Joyce goes on to say that Liverpool believe his mooted tag of about £30 million would represent excellent value. It comes after Fabrizio Romano claimed personal terms had been agreed with the player, that he is keen on the move, even if he needs to wait 1 or even 2 years to join Liverpool's first team. It's not quite a transfer that will get Liverpool fans rejoicing, as it is not for this coming season, and instead reflects on a future without Alisson. However, soon that may be. The Brazilian is contracted until 2027 and has already received interest from Saudi Arabia, and question marks will continue to linger. Bournemouth's Richard Hughes' former club have been named as a possible loan destination for the 23-year-old, but Premier League rules stipulate this is not possible if he signs for Liverpool this summer. A player cannot sign and be registered for a club and then move temporarily elsewhere in the league in a single summer, but there are ways to work around it if the club wish to do so. As above mentioned, he could stay with Valencia for another campaign before moving in 2025, or the Spanish club could sanction a loan agreement with Liverpool then made for next summer. Clearly, there are a number of avenues for the club to explore, but for fans, it throws the futures of Alisson and Kelleher into the spotlight, as well as current transfer priorities, even if this deal would be a future proofing. So, Mamardashvili looks like it's also going to be done very, very soon, which is also very, very good to hear. But yeah, interesting indeed. But we still need to get the old checkbook out and make some more signings across the park. But guys, let me know your thoughts on Bobby Clark leaving. Are you in shock? And also let me know your thoughts with regard to Mamardashvili down in the comment section below. That, guys, brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And don't forget to check out our merchandise, klopp@clothing.com. Link is down there in the description, or go to klopp@clothing.com. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Take care.